The overwhelming consensus among scholars, both religious and secular, is that Jesus was indeed a real historical figure who lived in early first-century Israel and founded Christianity. It's frankly astounding that in the face of such strong evidence, there are still those who stubbornly cling to the notion that Jesus was merely a literary creation or myth. The historical evidence supporting Jesus' existence is so compelling that it's hard to take seriously anyone who denies it. The abundance of independent ancient sources referencing Jesus as a real person is quite compelling. We're looking at works from some of the most respected historians and writers of the ancient world, which is pretty impressive when you think about it. Let's break it down and look into a few documents that prove without a doubt that Christ walked the earth. The Jewish historian Flavius Josephus, c. 93-94 AD, provides the earliest non-biblical account of Jesus in his work Antiquities of the Jews. Josephus makes two references to Jesus in this text, which are considered significant by scholars as they come from a non-Christian source. The first and most extensive reference is known as the Testimonium Flavianum. This passage describes Jesus as a wise man who was the Messiah and was crucified by Pontius Pilate. They believe it contains an authentic core that references the life and execution of Jesus. The second reference, found in Book 20 of the Antiquities, simply mentions the brother of Jesus, who was called Christ, whose name was James. This passage is considered by nearly all modern scholars to be authentic and not a Christian interpolation. The fact that these references to Jesus come from a non-Christian Jewish historian like Josephus is significant, as it provides independent confirmation of the historical existence of Jesus outside of the biblical accounts. Josephus was a well-respected historian who had no vested interest in promoting Christianity, so his writings lend credibility to the basic facts about Jesus, such as his crucifixion by the Roman authorities. While the exact wording and details of Josephus's references have been debated by scholars, the consensus is that they do contain authentic information about the historical Jesus, making them an important non-biblical source for understanding this figure from the first century. In Part 2, we will be discussing Pliny the Younger and his letter to Emperor Trajan around 112 AD. It provides valuable insight into the early Christian community, Jesus Christ, and how they were viewed by Roman authorities at the time. Stay tuned.